Laghe Raho means it is be at it. And this particular word is known by 1.1 billion people of our country. They know this particular word. There is a very famous movie called Laghe Raho Munna Bhai. So this Laghe Raho is never give up, be at it. And this is what is going to be reflected during the Commonwealth Games 2010.
As Vincent has shared with us, it's a really beautiful country, and I think we should be sending the message back to our athletes and coaches that this truly is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and we should not only embrace it with everything we have in terms of being confident Canadians, but also going out with this kind of the mantra of what I want to share with you today is, are you ready to win? I think that Commonwealth Games Canada needs to be applauded for really taking a change in their approach in terms of getting the country together to recognize that this is a major competition and that it goes way beyond the friendly games that maybe some of us have associated with it in the past.
We were there about, let's say, a year ago. Some of these buildings were really fields. We wouldn't call them buildings. Today, they're ready for competition. Others, they're still a little ways away. On the positive side, the field hockey pitch, this is what you see when you enter the stadium, which is very, very close actually to India Gate and Parliament. Beautiful site. Was used for the recent World Cup of field hockey. What you see here is in the eyes of the hosts, their completed product. Field of play, visible space was excellent. Back of house still left some finishing that was to be desired. I would anticipate this is something that we will want to be prepared for even at games time. Facilities, what we might deem to be finished versus what the hosts are able to achieve or feel is complete, might not align perfectly with what we see. So with that said, it's important that we're prepared to manage whatever the scenario is back of house. These facilities are phenomenal. From a spectator's perspective, field of play perspective, I think they'll be very, very solid. The village, I think this is pretty much where I'll end this piece, it's spectacular. It really is going to be a very, very comfortable, spectacular site, really, that offers some very unique opportunities.
We are allotted buildings 16 and 17, just so that you know. And I've got them circled in red here. It's going to give us a total of 390 beds, and we're in 2, 3, or 5 bedroom suites. All units are air conditioned and will be furnished with a television and a small refrigerator.
The caterer that managed the food services for the Melbourne Games, Delaware North, they're called, has been contracted to provide the food services for this Games. And that's very good news, in concert with another company, Taj, the same Taj group that does airline catering as well. And they did the youth games in Pune, which was pretty good food. So we're pretty pleased about that.
We will be available 24 hours, on-call hours after 11 o'clock. but from 8 o'clock till 11 o'clock is where the clinic hours will be open. We will have minimum on site at the clinic, a physician and a therapist and a clinic manager. The only real way to prevent travelers' diarrhea is, again, not through a vaccine, even though one is available, but is to just not get exposed to the bacteria that causes it. And so just being very diligent about no ice in your drinks, and even to the point, as we've talked about, in your shower, closing your eyes, closing your mouth in the shower.
Have ordered cell phones for absolutely everybody. It is for emergency purposes only. People are still more than welcome to bring your own cell phones and buy SIM cards there and use that to communicate, but we will be giving cell phones for emergencies. And like we said, we've been told Wi-Fi throughout the village, so bring your laptop. Hopefully it'll work. And we will have hard wire in the village. When you get your clothing, you're more than welcome to have your alterations done. We will provide alterations on site, but you can certainly do it in advance. We will have tailors there, but we do ask that you do not wear anything until you arrive in Delhi.
In venue, you're in the hands, if you will, of the Delhi Organizing Committee security body. That's the Delhi Police. You follow what they say. And it's simple as that. We still communicate accordingly with our people, but you do as they say within the venue. If you're outside, find a safe place, contact the ops center, and you're going to get a call back at some point as to what to do. If not, have direction right away. The sophistication of the organizing committee in terms of their approach has all really increased dramatically in the last 8 to 9 months. So I think what we will end up with at Games time is an excellent experience.
My mantra, as we've kind of gone through these stages of presentations, is to really focus on performance and for us to work collectively to provide the very best opportunities for our athletes to win. So yeah, let's hear it. What are we gonna do? Let's win. I mean, that's why we're here. Okay, so
hello, I'm Mark Bolduc with the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, and I'll be one of the security liaison officers posted to the Commonwealth Games in India, and will be available at 24/7. The New Delhi Police are responsible for the security of the Games and are confident that the security for the venues, the village, and the transportation of the athletes will be adequate. My role will be to liaise with the local authorities and the international partners. The RCMP has no legal authority in Delhi and will act in a liaison capacity. I will participate and continue to participate in security briefings before and during the Games, and will update the mission team on any relevant intelligence when it comes in. I have participated in 3 advanced visits. I've had a chance to visit the sites, the surrounding area of the city, and also the transportation routes. And I can say what we saw during the advances, it's all good. I'm responsible for advising the Commonwealth Games Canada of security concerns and if adjustments to the security measures are needed. Things that we have to think about as the athletes, this is in point form, I'll go through it one at a time. There is a current threat level, which is high in India. The team should exercise a high degree of caution at all times. The The occurrence of violent attacks is impossible to predict, and threat of terrorism remains strong throughout India, especially in the public places such as markets and tourist places. Demonstrations in India have a potential to become violent. Should you observe a demonstration or crowd gathering, get yourself away from there as quick as you can. The tendency in New Delhi is for crowds to multiply very quickly. In case of an incident, find a safe place. Communicate with your team manager as soon as possible. Take all necessary precautions and cooperate with the local police. Carry your cell phone at all times. Ensure that it's charged and has sufficient batteries. Get familiarized with it, with the contact list that is saved on it for you. When going out, notify your team leader. When you're going out and with who. If your plans change, notify your team manager so he's aware of your location and the time that you're going to be coming back. Advise your team manager of any of your ETA or your estimated time of arrival when you're coming back to the village. Don't hesitate to report any unusual incident to your team manager, who in turn will contact the RCMP. Safeguard your accreditation and carry it with you at all times. If you go out, don't flash a large amount of money. Again, this will entice criminals. It is a big city like any other city. Trust your instincts. In your room, always make sure to secure your items and lock your door. It's a proper procedure to carry a photocopy of your passport, as the original will be kept in the office in the village for your safekeeping. We strongly encourage the buddy system, safety in numbers. Stay on the main streets and arteries. Stay away from the secondary streets, any side roads. Don't let individuals approach you with opportunities that seem too good to be true. Nothing is free. Do not drive in Delhi, as there are reported 100,000 deaths a year related to accidents. Please be reminded that you are ambassadors to Canada, as we all are. Because you're an athlete does not exempt you from the law over there. You could be persecuted, you can be detained. It's not a good feeling over there. Always remember, we will provide you with extra security details once we meet with you over in Delhi. I wish you all a safe games and good luck. Thank you.